Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a double whammy for you. I'm going to go through some of the offers in tonight's England and Germany match, and I'll also be going through the Wimbledon tennis tournament that's happening over the next 2 weeks. There are a couple of offers that you can get on, and I'll also give you some sort of hints and tips, as tennis betting is a little bit different than normal betting. So let's take a look first at the England and Germany game. This is a huge match that's happening tonight, round of 16. Whoever loses gets knocked out of the tournament. Obviously, as an England fan, I'm hoping that England absolutely hammer Germany. We want to go as far as we can in the tournament. Also for match betting reasons as well, because England games are very good for match betting, which you're about to see. Now, before we look at the offers, I just wanted to quickly mention something for those of you that are perhaps newer to match betting, or for those of you that haven't bet on a tournament before. There is a thing called 90-minute betting, which doesn't really matter when you're placing your normal bets on other games such as the group stages or normal Premier League matches. But in knockout football, it can be quite a big thing that you need to sort of know, basically. So if I just head over to Bet365, it's easier if I show you. So here you can see you can bet on England, the draw, or Germany. It's called full-time result. Now, full-time result basically means at full time. So after 90 minutes plus the injury time, if there's any injury time added on. Now, the thing with knockout football, such as this round of 16 match between England and Germany, is the game can go into extra time. So if the match ends a draw, 1-1, 0-0, whatever, there will be an extra 30 minutes added onto the game. Now, if you've placed a bet on, say, England, and the match ends 1-1, and then in extra time, England go on to score and win, then this bet will actually be settled as a loss. Even though England have won the match, this market is only 90 minutes. This is the full-time result. It doesn't include any of the extra time added on after or penalties should it go to penalties. So this is just something that some of the new lot of you, or those of you that haven't bet on tournament football before, may need to know. It won't affect your match bets too much. It's just a good thing to know, because you might be confused why one of your bets has lost when you thought the team had won. And similarly on Betfair, if I head over to the Betfair market, you've got your match odds here. This is the exact same thing. So the rules sort of match up anyway. You back a bet on the bookie, you lay it on the exchange, and it's completely fine. If it goes into extra time and say England win, then this bet here is going to lose, even though England have won, because at full time they were drawing. And on the Betfair exchange, the exact same thing. Your lay bet against England would actually win, even though they won the match, because at the end of the normal match, normal time, England were drawing. Just something I thought you guys should know, just in case. If you did want to bet on a team to win overall, so whether it be full time, whether it be in extra time, or whether it be in penalties, it's called to qualify. This is a standard market for every knockout event. So you can click here, England to qualify or Germany to qualify. And on the exchange, they always have one as well. Here we go, to qualify England or Germany. There's no draws, as somebody has to go through. So that was just something I wanted to quickly mention for the newer lot of you. So now let's take a look at some of the offers. So tonight's game does have a lot of offers available on it. I'll just quickly run through them. I think we've got 12 offers posted up on here, and there are of course quite a few more on Profit Accumulator as well. So yeah, let's take a look. Novibet. Bet £30, get £10. This is just a standard one that you've seen on the games before. All England games have had loads of offers on, so this one is just as good, if not better, because England-Germany is quite a big sort of grudge match. Bet £30, get £10 on Novibet. The idea here is to keep the qualifying loss as low as possible. Same always with offers, but as the qualifying bet is £30, if you are taking a higher loss than normal, then you will not make as much money with this offer in particular. If it was bet 10, get 10, fine. Bet 30, get 10. You want to keep the loss as small as possible. Sky Bet, we got bet £5, get £5. So this isn't bet 5p anymore. It's bet the full fiver. So make sure you are doing that and not 5 pence, as you won't get the freebie. PokerStars, Bet X, get Y. Now, we've called this Bet X, get Y because everybody will have different amounts. Not everyone will have this offer as well. So it's very similar to Bet365 in that sense, where not everybody receives the offers, but most of you should have it. To do this, just log into your PokerStars account, go to your challenges section, and you should see this offer on tonight's game. Some people will get bet £10, get £10. I've even seen people get up to bet £200, get £200. So quite a juicy offer from PokerStars. Then we've got a couple of sort of bet builder type of offers. Paddy Power, again, coming out with the goods, completely free, £5 free bet. Haven't even got to do anything. Log in, place it on a bet builder, and you get some cash. William Hill, bet £5, get £5. Also on a bet builder, what's called Your Odds. and Unibet as well. Bet 10, get 5, also on a bet builder. And then we've got Betfred and NetBet, again, also on the bet builder type offers. So these 5 offers here, you do need to use those bet builder type of bets. Recommendations, as always, you can do something like England to win and both teams to score, or England to win and not both teams to score. Now, England are quite high odds in this game. I think we're around 2.5 or something like that on the bookmaker, 2.45 on Bet365. So you may want to do something a little bit smaller. You could just do like both teams to score and then over and under goals. So maybe like over 1 goal or over 2 goals, sorry, because obviously it's both teams to score. But yeah, anything that you can lay. And we've got guides as well that will show you how you can lay these bets. Then Boyle Sports, £10 risk-free. Fantastic offer. We've had it on every England game so far. So even those of you that aren't supporting England, hopefully you will be supporting them for this game, just because if they get through next round, there'll be another £10 risk-free bet from Boyle Sports, and we're likely also to see all of these offers crop up again for the next England game. If England do get knocked out, the bookies may put these types of offers on other games, but I wouldn't say there would be like 12 offers. It might be like 10 or 9. So yeah, we want England to get through for that. Grosvenor Sports, exactly same as the last game against Scotland. Bet £10, get £1 per goal. And yeah, you get £1 per goal. I think there should be a couple of goals in England versus Germany. The round of 16 matches we've seen so far have had lots of goals scored in them. So hopefully it'll be a goal fest. And Genting Bet is pretty much the exact same offer. So this is the offer that you used to get on the Premier League every weekend, where you just get £1 per goal, and I think it caps out at 5 goals on Genting. Not too sure about Grosvenor, but very easy. Take a small loss and just hope there's loads of goals. If there isn't goals, you've taken a small loss, so it's whatever. If there is goals, you get a few freebies rolling in. And then Bet365, £5 free bet. As I mentioned in one of the previous videos, not everybody will have this. So if you don't have it, do not worry, you are not gubbed. It's just Bet365 haven't put you on their list. They are a bit weird about this. I'm not too sure what the criteria is, because I've seen some people betting hundreds, if not thousands, and they don't get these offers. I've seen some people open a new account and bet once and they start getting these offers. So do not worry if you haven't got this, but if you have, £5 free bet, you can just throw on anything. And then there's just a couple more offers, the regular in-play ones, so you can get on the 8-8 offer, the Coral offer, and the Party Poker offer. And also heading over to the reload section, just to mention the price boost, we're over, or almost over £1,200 this month alone. So the actual amount is going to be a lot more. As I mentioned in previous videos, we average each stake as £10, and a lot of them you can bet £20, £30, £40, £50 or even more. So the real value here is probably, well, I wouldn't say double, but a lot more than what you see on screen here. There'll be loads of boosts available today as well. So click on this link and head to the Profit Accumulator boost forum if you haven't already. And yeah, you should hopefully be able to make 20, 30, 40, 50 quid easily, guaranteed, without dealing with any free bets, which is great. So now we head over to the Wimbledon offers. Now, Wimbledon doesn't have too many match betting offers available, but there are a few ways that you can make some money. So let me just scroll down firstly and show you the offers before I talk through some tips, because tennis betting is very different to normal match betting, and you need to be super, super careful, because you could end up getting yourself in a bad spot and lose some money. I'll tell you exactly how and exactly why, so don't worry too much. I will show you exactly how to avoid these situations. Firstly, I've updated these offers today, so there's only really 6 sort of decent offers that you can get on. There are a couple of offers as well, like Star Sports are doing a 2-up offer, so if your player goes 2 sets up and then doesn't win, you get paid out. But these are sort of like the main ones I'd suggest getting on, as you can guarantee some profit. Betfred, bet 3 lots of £10 and you get £10 free bet in play. This can be done across Monday or Tuesday. So obviously I'm filming this on Tuesday, so you only have the day to do this. They normally put this on again later on in the week or next week with Grand Slam. So this offer will crop up again at some point. Paddy Power, bet 2 lots of £5 and you get a free £5 bet. Very, very easy. These 2 bets, I've mentioned the rules do match. Now I'll touch up on this in a second, but basically you can back these on the bookie and you can also lay them on the exchange, no problem. For the next 4, you'll see that it says the rules do not match. So for these, you may not want to lay them on the exchange, as you could lose some money if the game ends. Again, I'll talk through that in a second. So let's just quickly look at the offers for these. So bet 5 lots of £10 and get a £10 free bet. Now this is available daily from Mansion Bet, so it's a fantastic offer. If you can find a close match, even an ARB in play, then you should hopefully be able to take no qualifying loss, or even £1 or £2. From the £10 free bet, you'll make easily 7-8 quid, so that'll be a fiver plus profit. Novibet, this is available up until Friday. So you've got about 4 lots of anything up to £100 and you get £10 free bet. So basically you need to bet £100 in total, but that's got to be spread across 4 bets. Each bet needs to be a minimum of £5. So I'd just recommend doing 25 quid, 25 quid, 25 quid, and 25 quid. That's £100 and you'll get a £10 free bet. Now, Novibet's odds aren't normally great, but if you're finding 95% matches, there's no reason why you can't make a decent profit from this offer. Betway, it's daily match specific. So I'll just visit the offer to show you what I mean. So when we go to this link, each day they'll pick one particular game on this one. And if your player wins the first set, then you get paid out as a winner. So it's kind of like William Hill's old golden goal offer, or even Betway's first goal wins offer. Bet 20 quid, that's the maximum stake. If that player wins the first set, your back bet is paid out as a winner. But then obviously they could go on to lose the match, which means your lay bet is also paid out. So today's match, round 1, Sebastian Korda versus Alex de Minaur. Now tomorrow this will probably be updated and it will say round 2, then it will have the second round match. So just keep checking back on this page and make sure you head to that match. I'll just quickly check what time Alex de Minaur is on. So we go to Wimbledon here. He starts at 11 a.m. So by the time you're probably watching this video, this offer will not be valid on this game. But for future days, you can just go on Google and it will tell you what time the match is expected to start. This start time is basically not before this time. So even though it says 11 a.m., it could rain, there could be a match on before. This match won't start until at least 11 a.m., but it could actually be later. And then we've got 10bet, bet £25 on any sports. This is this classic offer from 10bet. Close match on anything. It can be football, it can be racing, it can be whatever you like, and you get a £5 tennis free bet. Now I've put the rules don't match for this one. With the trigger bet, you can bet on anything. It doesn't have to be tennis, so you can back and lay no problem. But with the free bet, you will need to use it on tennis, so that's why I've mentioned that the rules don't match. So let's take a look at what I mean when I say the rules matching and not matching. So if you just scroll up, I've got some mention of retirement rules, and I've also got a mention of a few other things which will hopefully make you not lose any money through match betting on tennis, because it is a little bit different, and just some tips in general. So the 4 things I've mentioned are retirement rules, betting on doubles, in-play betting, and price boosts. So let's take a look at each of them, as all 4 of them are pretty important. So retirement rules, there's a guide here which you can click and open. This will pull you up to a page that explains exactly what retirement rules are, and then we've got a handy table with different groups of bookies. And you see loads of bookies in this table. So what retirement rules are is when you play a tennis match, I think I've explained it quite easily on here, a player can sometimes get injured. So they can play the match for an hour, 2 hours, whatever, and at some point in the match they might hurt their hamstring or like just hurt their foot, anything. Players retire for all sorts of reasons. When they retire, that basically means they can't play any longer, so they just concede the match to the other player. So let's say like Andy Murray and Roger Federer were playing for 3 hours, and then Andy Murray got cramp. That's what he used to get all the time. Maybe he just says, right, Roger, I can't play anymore. So he'll just go and shake Roger's hand, and Roger will then be deemed the winner of the match. Now, it sounds straightforward. You know, in football, when a team wins a match, bookie pays out, exchange pays out, whatever. It is slightly different with tennis. The only other way I could describe it would be similar to horse racing when you have the Rule 4. Rule 4 in horse racing is when a horse gets removed from the race, all the odds change. In tennis, when a player gets removed from the match like too early or whatever, because they've retired, then different bookies have different rules, and it is outlined in this table. So Group 1 is if the first set has finished, all bets stand. So let's say it's 5-0 in the first set and a player decides to retire before the end of the first set, every single bet will be void. All of the exchanges land under this category as well. So any bookies in this list will give you your money back, and any exchange in this list will also give you your money back. So as a rule of thumb, Group 1 is a very good group. You can back, you can lay, no problem whatsoever. If the first set's finished and then a player retires, then the bookie will pay out as a winner, and the exchange will also pay out as a winner on whatever's happened. Group 2 is slightly different. This one, the bets are only valid if the full match is complete. So this is a bit more, I guess, kind of what you would expect for some bookmakers. If the match hasn't finished, so if a player retires early, then all bets are void on this one. So you don't get any payout from the bookies. You need the whole match to finish. So this is quite a lot of bookies as well, probably just as many as Group 1. That's why you can't really back any bookies from Group 2 and lay on the exchange. Because the scenario here would be Andy Murray and Roger Federer, for example. Let's say Murray retired in the second set because he got cramp. If you backed it on, I don't know, BetBorough or BetBull or BetHard, any of these, I think BetHard's actually left now, but any of these bookies, then they would say, right, the game hasn't finished, So we're going to give you your money back. He's retired in set 2, cool. So we know Federer's won, but because the match hasn't finished, here's your money back. But if you then laid Federer on the Betfair exchange, he's been deemed the winner because Murray gave him the match. So your lay bet would actually lose. So what would happen in this scenario is you lose your money on Betfair, but you're refunded your money on whatever website it is on Group 2. You don't actually win your bet. So that's why you shouldn't back Group 2s and lay them on the exchange. But there is an exception to this. When you're doing other offers, like all of these offers, what I would say, like if you're betting, say, £10 in play and you're choosing odds of 1.5, your liability is only going to be about a £5. So should somebody retire, the most you're going to lose is a £5. And the hassle of trying to Dutch match bets in play, it's just a bit, you could take a £3, £4 qualifying loss. Whereas if you just back and lay, you might take a 50p qualifying loss. Yeah, okay, that play might retire and you might be down a £5. But you're saving like £3, £4 qualifying loss anyway. So in my opinion, if you are taking a small liability, I normally just back and lay anyway, because retirements happen. Sometimes it goes in your favor, sometimes it goes against you. It'll average out in the long run. But for those of you that don't want to take the risk, whenever you're placing a bet on a Group 2 bookie, try and Dutch it with another Group 2 bookie. Okay, that's what retirement rules are. Group 3 is pretty much the same as Group 2. It just takes into account disqualifications, sorry. So if a player gets disqualified, like Djokovic did in the US Open when he hit that woman in the throat with the tennis ball, this would mean that your bet is also void. All bets are valid. Yeah, the full match is complete apart from disqualifications. Very, very rare disqualifications. I can't remember the last time I saw one, but a Djokovic one. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about retirement rules, please do drop me a message or post on the YouTube video, because they are extremely important, and if you don't pay attention you could lose lots of money because of the scenario I explained. Right, cleared that one up. That's good. Now let's go take a look at a few of the other things. I'll try not to ramble too much. I just wanted to get that out there because you could lose a lot of money if you don't pay attention. So betting on doubles. Doubles tennis, notoriously not very popular, not shown on the TV, and liquidity is just quite poor. I'm not sure if I'll be able to show you on here if the matches are up yet. Yeah, they've just got men's and women's, unfortunately. They do have doubles matches here. So you'll just see like the liquidity, £5 liquidity there. It's just really rubbish, the liquidity, £60. And these are all games that are happening tomorrow. They're just not very good to bet on, basically. And if you're doing in-play offers, the odds are terrible. Like you see a spread on the tennis, like this might be 1.3, 1.32. The odds are fairly close. If this was doubles, it would be maybe 1.25, 1.35. So the odds are just really, really bad. The liquidity is really, really bad. So just avoid betting on doubles if you can. In-play betting, there are a few match betting offers that are in play that I've just showed you on the other page, or on this page further down. Now, I'd just be very, very careful about in-play betting, because when you place in-play bets, the odds do go a bit crazy. I will try and see if there's any tennis on now that we can have a look at. I'm not sure if there are any games that are happening right this moment on the exchange. Yeah, so basically the odds when a game is happening, they go up and they go down really, really quickly. When a point's happening, the liquidity will disappear. So let's say this match here, if one of these players starts serving, you'll see all of these odds just disappear. The odds will just go crazy. Then when the point's finished, the odds will then come back again. And you have about a 15 to 20 second window to place your bets. Now, that 15 to 20 second window goes extremely quickly. If you're placing a back bet on a bookie, you're going to wait 5 to 7 seconds for it to go through. Then you place your lay bet on the exchange, another 7 seconds for it to go through. So what I'm saying to you is the only time you should really place your bets is when the players are sat down. Now, it's super easy to see when they're sat down. As you can see here, they are streaming all of these matches. So I think all Wimbledon matches are streamed on Betfair. So you just simply go into the game, click on live stream, and this will pop open a live stream here. At the moment, the games aren't on. They're on in about an hour from when I'm filming this. So you just press reloads when they're on, and you'll be able to see what the players are doing. When they are sat down, so in the change of ends, then you normally get around 30 seconds to a minute to place your bet. You still do have to be super quick, but you should have enough time there to place your back bet and place your lay bet. They always sit down after every odd game. So in this set here, it's 4-3. That's 7 games, so they'll sit down. After the next 2 games, so after 9 games, they'll sit down again. After 11 games, they'll sit down again. So it's every odd number. Just one thing to mention is the end of the set, or the start of a new set, sorry, when it's 1-0 to one of the players, they tend not to sit down. They just go to the opposite end straight away, so you have a little bit less time. But yeah, just make sure you're watching what the players are actually doing, because you'll have a little bit more time to place your bets, but you do have to be fairly quick still. And then finally, price boost. So tennis price boost can be extremely profitable. As with football though, when COVID hit, a lot of the games were getting cancelled. So a lot of the accumulators were not, you're placing the price boost and then the accumulator would like sort of get cancelled or void, or different rules on different bookies and different websites. As a general rule of thumb, most websites will just take off a player. So if you have a player that's retired on a price boost, let's say you've bet on a price boost that's got Andy Murray, Roger Federer and Rafa Nadal. Rafa Nadal decides to pull out. The price boost should then just have Andy Murray and Roger Federer at normal price. But you have to check with each bookmaker. All the rules are different. So I just wanted to mention that. Just keep an eye on the retirements. Normally, they can be fixed if the events haven't happened, but sometimes the events have started and you may not be able to fix them. So just note that when you are placing a price boost, that exchange liability isn't always 100% safe. There is a slight risk there that a player could retire and whatever, but hopefully because the price boosts are quite profitable, again, in the long run, it'll all average out and it should be okay. So I hope you found that useful. I did ramble on quite a bit about Wimbledon, just because it is a good way to make some money through the price boost and the offers, and in-play arbing as well is a huge opportunity. Just be extremely careful when you're in-play betting, and also keep an eye on these retirement rules because you don't want to be losing any money, unfortunately, that you didn't need to. And then also we've got the England-Germany game tonight, so do not forget that as well. If England go through, there will be a shed load of offers in the next round as well. And if we made it all to the final, God knows what the bookies are going to give us. I hope a lot of profit. So yeah, I hope you found the video useful, guys. Please drop it a thumbs up if you did. If you have any suggestions or anything that I've maybe rambled on too much about, whatever, or you just want to rant at me for talking so much, then please do drop a comment in the YouTube comments section as well, and I'll take all your feedback on board and any videos that you'd like to see as well, because I want to start pushing some more videos out for you guys. If you haven't already as well, please click subscribe and click the bell button. The bell button basically means you'll get notifications, so if you've got YouTube on your phone, it'll ping you every time we put a video up, so you don't get to miss my lovely voice talking to you about match betting for the foreseeable future. All right guys, thank you very much. I hope you have a good one, and let's hope that we win tonight. Thank you.